Zip 'em up.
It's the big pirate, Fly Skinz, tapped in with K-Dean, Legit Bag Podcast.
Zip 'em up.
What up, though? This K-Dean. You tapped in the Legit Bag Podcast Radio. We keeping it all the way Midwest today. I got my homie from Chicago in the building with me today, but we recording live on the West Coast on Live 365. Fly, Skinz.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, man? Or do I introduce you as Pirate? What do you
Either
go by?
or, you call me Pirate, Fly Skinz, either or. Man,
Yeah.
the streets, when you say either one, I feel like people know who you talking about,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, of course. Man, you know what's crazy is, I first picked up on you straight through Instagram. And at first I thought, man, I was like, Zach Randolph is spitting the freestyle. I'm for real tapped in. Yeah, I'm like, that's one of my favorite ball players. But then I looked a little bit closer. I was like, no, who is this dude?
Yeah,
No, he's for real got some talent.
for sure.
You got some bars, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
You always ready?
You know what? If you put me on the spot, I think I could put something together.
It's too early for all that, man.
Yeah,
But Chicago, man. So you tapped in with the scene there. What's going on?
for sure. I've been super tapped in from all parts of the city, from the low to the hundreds to the west side. I've
Yeah.
been tapped in with all the real ones in the city. All the OGs been pushing and rooting for me. So it's going up right now. Like right now, as I'm catching that, catching that wave right now.
Yeah. So you down in Atlanta now,
Yeah.
and I noticed you kind of put that in the music too, that you moved down there and everything. So I mean, that's not a bad place to be if you rapping these days.
Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of overpopulated with rap, but you just got to know how to maneuver and kind of brush shoulders and not try to throw that rap shit on everybody because everybody raps. So
Right.
I work my way just by, being myself and not even mentioning the rap. So when I do get to mention that I rap and I hear the music, then it's a different type of respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more so just kind of like brush shoulders with everybody from the biggest artists out.
Mm-hmm.
Been in rooms lately, just was around amongst the ones who, running the rap game now. So
Yeah,
eventually
I was gonna
I'll
say.
get a chance to like push my shit on 'em.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you rub shoulders with anybody in particular lately?
Everybody. I just was bowling with Thug, Gun, and Savage last week.
Oh, you all the way tapped in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's it like being around those guys? I mean, you bowling strikes. I mean,
Man, and you know what? Shout out Lil Duke, man. Me and that nigga just got it in on the bowl and he beat me out a couple thousand. But I like to gamble though. So we gamble, we shoot dice, whatever the case may be, we fuck around.
yeah.
But that bowling, it was just a little gamble. Just because we there at the moment, we gonna do it. We gonna get it in.
Yeah.
So happened one my day though.
Just wasn't your day?
Nah, it wasn't
Well, I
my
mean, do you
day.
practice bowling? What's going on?
Nah.
Come on, you can't just go in.
But
Just,
see, last time I went bowling, I had somebody beat me. I was down probably about 800. I came back and won everything I was down plus more. So when they tried me again, I thought it was gonna be the same outcome, and it wasn't.
yeah. Oh, shoot.
Well,
Well, at least you broke even, right?
I ain't
You ain't even break
this
even.
time. Nah, let them get the best of them. I
Mm.
don't think I'm gonna try them no more. I'm not gonna try nobody on the bowling alley no more.
Yeah, that ain't your thing.
Not my thing.
You play basketball a little bit? I mean,
Yeah, I used to get it in on the court.
Yeah.
So I ended up breaking my wrist having a fight. I went to school my freshman year. I had a scholarship at Wiley College in Marshall, Texas. Ended up getting into a fight, broke my wrist. I got pins and I can't bend it back like I could bend this one. That's what really stopped me from playing ball. Kind of like lost all, like I was in the cast for a year and they told me, doctor, I said I wasn't gonna be able to play no more. But
you hit him that hard?
Yeah, I was just, how it should be going.
Damn.
Yeah,
Glad I wasn't on the other end of that.
Punching somebody and breaking my shit. Didn't know it was broke though at the exact moment though. That's why I feel like it made it kind of worse. Probably was walking around with a broke wrist for about not in 2 months, so almost close to a month.
Mm-hmm.
It happened right when school was like about to let out.
Mm.
And then I couldn't like put pressure on. One day when I got back to Chicago from out there, went to the doctor. And that's when I found that it was broke. I was in a cast.
Mm.
So the whole year was tried to go back and start back playing balls. I was gonna start off at a JUCO and work my way back up.
Yeah.
By the time I think I fell in love with the streets or whatever, and it was just over with basketball.
Mm-hmm. Seems like you're a solo guy. You can kind of do things your way and make sure it's, you know, done right. And it seems like you got a clear vision.
For sure.
Am I right about that then?
Super.
I mean, it just is like, man, it's almost like even in the music, you talk about visions and everything.
Super.
So,
you know, before I rapped, I started off as like managing other artists. So I'm like,
oh, word, okay.
4 years, but I've been rapping 4 years. My first 4 years was spent managing other artists.
Yeah.
So that's really why I've been solo, because I learned so much from that experience.
Like, I got you.
I know what it take to get, you know, where I'm trying to go. And I don't really be needing nobody else clouding my vision up.
Right.
Or slowing me down. So
right.
Stick to myself.
I tap in with Instagram, and I see you were at the Kanye event the other day. What'd you think?
Man, that was some of the dopest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. He sold out the Mercedes-Benz stadium in 2-3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't say a word, just played his album.
What?
Real, like, you know what type of impact you gotta have to be able to sell that out in 3 days. It's a big ass stadium.
Right.
That was some different shit. Didn't say a word, not one word.
Yeah.
That was a listening party, not a concert. Like, nobody in history ever did that. Like, just let you know what type of impact you got.
Right. What do you think about him? Like, I guess he's moved into the stadium or something like that now?
Yeah, right now he says it's like $1 million a day for him to live there. Like, not live there, but to record there.
He's just gonna record in the stadium.
That's Ye though.
That's different.
Ye do shit nobody ever did. Real trendsetter though. Real Chicago shit though. Like real trendsetter. Yeah.
What's your favorite Ye album?
I gotta go with the first one when he was popping the polos and Jordans. You know, with the Jesus piece. Yeah.
That's he's always been out of his time if you really think about it.
From as far as back to fashion and everything, like been.
Because at first, what we think about the Yeezys, you know, just
for sure.
Nike thing.
I still never bought a pair myself, but I just see the impact. I do want a pair, but they sell out so quick. You got to be on it, you know.
Right, yeah. I saw what was it? I also tapped in with Instagram too. I saw you posted up with Conway.
Yeah. He was actually in the suite. Shout out John Monat.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the suite, and we just so happened to chop it up, man, on the real.
Yeah, it seemed like you were a hustler. I'm sure that, you know, you put some music in front of him. I mean, I'm like, man,
I didn't get to put it in front of him,
or...
but we chopped it up about getting something going on for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said some real shit though. I keep it off the. It ain't even for it, but he said some real shit though.
I bet.
And I fuck with they swag though, because like the real rap wave had kind of been like missing for a while, and they the ones who really brought it back to light.
Yeah.
And as far as my city, like, it's been kind of been stated lately that, you know, like, I'm bringing that wave up out our city.
Yeah.
It's fresh, you know, breath of fresh air, my music, as far as my city. So it's going to be dope to connect with them niggas, because I fuck with what they doing.
Griselda, I mean, all three of them, you know, four of them sometimes.
Fuck with Benny too.
Yeah, it's like they fit in with just everybody.
Super.
You know what I mean? Like, they can get on a record with 2 Chainz over here. They can get on a record with Ye. They can, I mean, and of course they got the Jigga co-sign.
I think I heard somebody say they gonna be on the album, on the Ye album. Because their whole crew was in there. They had a suite out. After I end up seeing Conway, end up seeing Benny the Butcher was in the suite, probably about three doors down.
Mm-hmm.
So and somebody just told me that today, like, they gonna be on the album.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard.
Wouldn't surprise me. That's what's up, man. Rubbing shoulders with those guys.
Super.
Seems like in your music, man, and why I like it is you kind of sprinkle those gems on the ones that got at least one real bone in their bodies.
For sure.
You feel me?
Yeah. None really the ones I'm trying to capture. Like, people who can kind of grasp what I'm saying. Like, if you don't get it, then it ain't for you.
Mm-hmm.
But for the ones who, no matter what your position is in life, but if you can understand what I'm saying, then that means I can reel you into some real shit.
Right. 100%. And it has like a real substance to it. I feel like, I mean, you talk about, you know, sacrificial lambs.
Yeah.
You talk about prophecy.
Super.
That's impressive. Super. That's what attracts me to it.
Super. I had an auntie who was a pastor, so, and my grandmother, rest in peace, she went to church. Like, I wasn't always like just every day, but as my grandmother passed, I really started like going to church and kind of like just developing my own relationship and, like, you know what I'm saying, understanding with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really, and I say sacrificial lamb, like as you see with these anchors and shit like that. If you know what the symbol of an anchor mean, it's like that's my position in life. Period. Like
Solid.
as far as my music,
mm-hmm.
it's not just about me. It's for everybody who I like, all my loved ones and people who depend on me.
Mm-hmm.
So this shit I'm doing, like, which is my call and my passion, like, it's for us. Like, you know, everybody gonna benefit off of this shit.
Absolutely. Going back, growing up, I mean, what was the music playing in the household that you can remember back to?
Like I know old school, I can't think of the names, but it was like old school. But I was more so hearing the music on the outside. And I had an uncle who was like big on all like rap heavy early. I used to steal his CDs, take them to school from Outkast, Nas, Jay-Z, Jada, the Locks, like everybody, Hove.
Yeah.
So that's really why I got my son. He was a big Nas fan when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
That's really why I think I developed like just an early ear for music. Benny Siegel, like listen up. Everybody who I fuck with musically, like I feel like he was the one who more so built my ears for that shit.
Yeah. It seems like in your music, it's just like, I feel like you don't sound like you're really like from Chicago. You're like a good mixture and blend of a lot of places, I feel like.
That probably come from just the people I listen to, like my influences growing up. I hear that a lot though. I heard somebody else say that too though.
Mm-hmm. Do you agree with Chicago. It? Or, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, whatever y'all say, I feel like I can understand it though, like because I didn't have too many music influences from Chicago, if that makes sense. Like besides I fuck with Ye, but nobody else from Chicago really like influenced me like musically.
Right. I feel like you know, and of course me being from the Midwest too, and listening to all the Detroit radio stations growing up, I feel like we were marketed a lot of that New York, that Jay-Z.
Me too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Dipset, that was like that was like our heroes growing up.
Yeah.
Like, we thought we was Dipset.
Right. Yeah, Jewels and all them.
Jewels and Jim.
And of course, you know, tapping into the A. A lot of music came up from Atlanta too.
Them too. Like I said, I used to listen to Outkast albums and shit when I was young. Goody Mob. Like they was dipping. So when I be seeing like how a lot of the Atlanta rappers dress now, it take me back to watching their videos and shit like that. Let me know like damn, Atlanta always had like a different type of style as far as with the fashion and how they do their shit.
Yeah, I was a big Ludacris fan. You know what I mean? Like just for real.
I like the Ludacris in the beginning when Throw Them Bowls came out. I had been about the 5th grade. I had this shit on the tape. You could rewind that joint.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's he's one of them Hall of Famers, I feel like. At the end
of the day. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't listen to too much Ludacris, but I do remember the beginning of his stages. He was hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was the remix king. He get on everybody. He'd be on everybody remix.
Yeah, and of course, you know, like me tapping in with Atlanta. You got Big Tigger in the Basement. I don't know if you were familiar with that show, BT back in the day.
That, like every day coming home from school.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't gonna lie, those type of shows is really like missed in the today's like rap game.
Yeah. Just kind of ain't the same, you know what I mean?
It ain't the same, but man, I used to look forward to that shit. I used to watch this shit every day, like
every day, 3:00, you know, Central.
That and then 106 in Park, like those was some good. That was like legendary days, though.
I couldn't never figure out till this day what was up with what was it, AJ's hair? What was going on with that shit?
What he had like waves and dreads,
like
or something like that.
The Busta Rhymes shit going on, like with the dreads up top, some waves and some braids too. Yeah, all that shit. But nah, anyways, man. Getting into your music a little bit. No makeup.
No makeup. That's like one of the joints for
That's one of those ones.
For real.
I heard that. I was like, hey, one of them guys that got one of those.
Yeah, for sure. I always make sure I make songs for the divas just cause I feel like that's gonna be, when this shit get to where I want it, that's gonna be, they gonna play a big part in my fan base.
That's that smooth Midwest player shit there,
for sure,
by the way.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
So you, what did you say in there? You a fly thug.
I'm a fly thug. You gonna take what? I'm a fly thug.
Yeah. That shit's hard, man.
So,
you know, I really also like, you know, how you blend the interviews to the build up of the beat, kind of like in Golden Child.
For sure.
That Jay-Z on the intro there.
Intro.
That's like my favorite.
In. That's love for sure.
That's my favorite there, man. That's it just, if I would always say this, look, I respect that I can't rap, right? But, you know, if I could, I would do it like that, like you're doing it.
You know how those interviews come? Because when I first started, people was telling me, like, I was going to be weak and shit like that. So that's when I remember Hov saying, like, let them people talk. These actually the people I used to manage was telling me that because, like, I was finna do my own thing, like, going to be weak.
Yeah.
So that gave me a real type of chip on my shoulder, like, I'm going to prove niggas wrong.
Yeah. It really sets the mood to the song. Like, it makes you, like, real tapped in and be like, oh, it better be, you know, if you have Hov anything on the track, you better
and I
bring
do that
it.
with all my, like, I feel like that's, like, one of my things with my music. Like, because I watch every interview from artists that I, like, respect and, like, admire. I watch all the interviews from Hov, Diddy, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an interview I ain't seen. Nipsey.
Yeah. Nipsey got those gems, man. If you
I got Nipsey on my stuff coming up, like on new music. I got Nipsey, Ross.
Oh, you all the way.
Nip was really like one of my favorite artists, like ever. Like I feel like his whole Ross, Nipsey.
Yeah.
Nip was one of them, man. On the real, I wish I would have got to do a song with him.
Yeah. I ran into Nip. He when I first moved to LA, he lived at the Apex, the same place as me. We rubbed shoulders a couple of times, so you know. Real good dude, thorough
some crazy shit is every time I land in LA, I always go to his shop, like grab some shit. Really, I hope to bump into him. The day he died, I just landed. I was in my hotel room. I just landed. Like it was on my phone scrolling and got the news. Like damn, I hadn't even got a chance to go up to the shop yet.
Right.
I just landed in LA and got seen that news. That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like it was a black cloud over the sea. Like now somebody passed and you going their home, like going their home after they dead. It's like how that city felt, like the vibe. But
you could feel the whole sadness of
I
the
didn't
city.
even leave I didn't even leave my hotel room. I was so fucked up. Like, I can't believe this nigga just got killed.
Right.
And next day it was like different. I rode past it and everything.
Crazy, man. Crazy times out here.
Nah, that was crazy.
So but yeah, on the Golden Child song though, you know, a couple of things you said on there which really stuck with me, which was manifest and claim that.
For sure.
That's powerful.
Super.
That's powerful shit that I feel like a lot of artists these days are trying to like really preach that, you know, throw it in your face success stuff. But you know, what you doing.
Yeah, because I feel like now that's some shit I get from like really studying Nip. Like that's why I liked him so much, because he talked about his process and showed you it.
Yeah.
So when I talk about manifestation and shit like that, that's because that shit never failed me. Like before rap, anything I ever wanted in life, like I got it.
Yeah.
And all it with the same thing, like just working towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Rap a little different. You know, it's gonna take a lot more work, obviously, because it's a life-changing situation, but all got the same method for everything. I used to hustle for cars, clothes, cribs, shit like that back at a younger age. Now this is my focus, so I'm watching it all take place right now as we speak.
100%. I like how you also saying there, you know, you from the bottom, but you aiming for the top.
Yeah.
That's a real line.
Just the facts of it, though. I'm from Rose, and you probably don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'm from Rose, and the Wild Hundreds, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I really carry that shit with a chip on my shoulder.
And you also mentioned in there morals, values, and principles.
For sure. For sure. That's what I stand for, MVP.
Yeah. What do you say morally is something that you live by? I mean, and then we kind of tie it into the next line. I just believe in
being righteous, period, though. Like, anybody who come across me, like, I leave some type of positive mark on them. Whether it's making them believe in themselves.
Right.
You know? I just don't believe, I don't know. I wake up every day with a different type of ambition, like, in life. So that's going to inspire a lot of people alone. Mm-hmm. And the fact, like, I wasn't even an artist. I didn't know I could rap or none of that. Just work. Mm-hmm. So the shit that I stand for is, like, going to inspire niggas as far as, like, what the Pirates and shit is, what it stand for.
You also mentioned loyalty in there. So, like, what's loyalty to you?
Being, like, moving how treat me how I treat you. I'm not, you know, like people who on my side, I got you for life. Like all my loved ones know how I carry. I don't know, like, so it's a long list of just how to be loyal. You can't even like teach and kind of gotta already be in you, like just doing people the right way.
Right.
You know? Right. Especially when it comes to people who got your best interests. Never doing no salty, weak shit by him.
Mm-hmm. In the song Seeing Green, another good line you dropped in there, which was the law of attraction.
For sure.
That's
get all imagine. That's the law of attraction.
Yeah. That's you know, that's one of those things that doesn't just like relate to ladies and nothing like that, but it like really relates to your goals and your dreams too. Sure. Only you really know how much work you really putting in.
For sure.
Only you really know, you know, who you really bumping into and shaking hands and what they really saying to you.
For sure.
Only you really know how much music you really got with who you say you got it with, you know, or just in general, right?
For sure.
So, I mean, that's why I look at it, you know, and for some, that coming from you, I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
Because nobody's really putting stuff like that in their music.
For sure. That's love, though.
And it coming from a thorough place.
Yeah. Make sure people feel that shit, man. I'm going to get all I imagine. That's the law of attraction.
The song Backbone, it's got a smooth bounce to it.
Yeah, it's player shit.
You know, that's you sprinkling those gems on, I don't know, maybe like a loyal shorty in the game. You know, that's real shit because, you know, your shorty or whatever will, you know, really kind of peep out game if you in a room full of vultures and everything, you know.
For sure.
Only real ones know that.
Speak from the past, yeah. Like, hell, a chick will tell you like, man, he ain't your homie or he ain't right.
Yeah.
Us niggas sometimes, we don't even be seeing that shit.
Yeah.
And they come back to show us in our face, you know, later down the line.
We ain't got eyes in the back of our heads.
Nah.
You know what I mean? That's where they usually hang out, right behind you.
Fact.
So I thought that was a real line there, man, because, from experience, man, you know.
No, for
she'd really be tipping you off, like.
For sure.
Like, nah.
For sure.
So, but another song that I felt like meant a lot that kind of stuck with me too was Fall in Love with the Grind. Just the title of that alone, it's pretty special. And, you know, every move you make, there's a consequence. When did you first learn about consequences?
Early age, you know how that go.
Yeah.
Just doing, you know, that come from just, I don't know, early ages of life, like just doing stupid shit and, you know, having to go through what come behind the stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
But also alone from other people consequences as well. I'm one of those type of niggas, like, to see other people's mistakes and avoid them for myself.
Mm-hmm. You always move solo pretty much for the most part? Like
I never really care. Like I fuck with crowds, but I like to be on my own vibe though. I like
on your own time.
For sure. I'm cool with the crowds, but I've always been like that, just more so to myself.
Mm-hmm.
We need a break from people, like for real.
Yeah.
And everybody don't be on the same type of time when they running in crowds. You running in crowds, there's cowards, snakes in them. Few real.
Feel you on that. What's your creative process like in the studio?
I actually like make music all type of places outside of the studio.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the studio when my songs already made, but like lately, even today, I went to the studio today, I recorded some shit like off the head. And that's what I feel like that's more so it's like I look at it like target practice though. Like I've been doing it a lot lately actually.
Mm-hmm.
Just going in the studio and actually making my verses in there. But I like to I travel a lot, so I kind of make a lot of music in the air. I don't know why, but it's like some type of vibe for me.
In the air?
Yeah.
On a jet?
Nah, I wish it was on the jet, but just like on the airplanes, like my headphones in and like got beats that I fuck with and just get in my vibe and, you know, go crazy. So by the time I get to the studio, I'm getting this shit off, you know? Like the shit I just made today. I wish I could play it on the radio for you. It's so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We
though.
can put it on the radio station if you want.
Nah, I gotta get it. It ain't even mixed down, none of that shit. But shit tough though. But yeah, though, and it's like, man, I like to talk about real life experience, so I gotta get in a space where I don't know, my vibe, like beat different beats and shit like that, bring out the best of me.
Yeah.
When people send me beats that I just really feel, the moment I get it, it's like I already just like get me pumping. You know what I'm saying? To go crazy on it.
So like, do you go around to events like, you know, the Donda event and everything like that to get inspiration? What inspires you like with these real life events? Do you go out searching for them, or they just kind of come to you?
Yeah, they just kind of come. Like,
Yeah.
Just out for living life, period. Like
right.
just living life. And talking to different people and like being around a lot of different shit too as well.
Mm-hmm.
It just give me shit to talk about in music. You know, I've been just my life in general, like give me a lot to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
From early years, and just my whole story.
Yeah.
My music come from like my personal experiences.
I could tell that because like in the song like Nobody, where you talk about, you know, falling out with your best friend.
Yeah, that was like the people I managed before I rap.
I can relate to that. I've done that twice.
Just shit you gotta go through. Had I never went through that, I wouldn't even be here rapping. So look at shit like that as like divine intervention.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, that was real deep, man. You know, that the music that you're making has a lot of substance, like I was saying before. And I'm like, man, this guy's been through some shit.
For sure.
You know, or, you know, just really wise.
Super.
You know, so. But yeah, man, is there any other artists, you know, like on you know, the younger guys and all that maybe be coming up that you tapped in with at all?
It's a dude named Too Glizzy. Too Glizzy.
Mm-hmm.
He hard. I just did, like I was just telling you about, I made 2 songs in the studio off the top. It was with him, my chemistry off the top was just like way too good. I like Shorty music. We got a good sound together. Him,
is he part of Shy Glizzy's camp or something? Or?
Nah. He from just another artist from, you know, from the city who live in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Met through some mutual friends.
Yeah.
Just so happened to both finally lock in. I've been said we was gonna work. Songs we made was dope, so we just said we gonna do a little EP. Mm-hmm. Hurry up and get it out. It's gonna be coming soon. Just actually texted him today and told him let's finish the rest of it this week. He knocked 2 songs out the first day, like fast.
Yeah.
And they both hard.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta do some more. Gotta do a tape.
That's what's up.
He more so the only one, like, yeah. There's a lot of people who, like, who else? I can't even think off the top, though. Like, been working, matter of fact, shout out 92 from the Honeys. I try to just work with artists who work, not just who just call me future and shit like that, who actually got a work ethic. And who, like, just from my area, like, where I'm from in the city, like, every part of the city in Chicago got an artist that popped except for my side.
Mm-hmm.
So we got, like, you know, I don't know if you know too much about Chicago, but you know it's like Dirk now, like the Inglewood area. The West Side got artists who popped. I can't think of the name off the top, but a few artists who popped. Only artist from my side who ever, like, pop was Lil Mouse. I don't know if you remember Lil Mouse.
Yeah.
It's my homie. He was just actually in the studio with me before I just came. That's what I was just said. He was young though when he got his deal. He might have been like 12 or some shit like that. He had a situation or whatever, but he actually about to go crazy in the mix, putting his shit together to drop soon.
Yeah, I remember that whole movement back then, you know, with Lil Reese and Fredo and Chief Keef and I felt like they were those like pioneers that were really showing the guns in the videos and wilding out in the house. Like they were really the first ones to do that and put it on YouTube. That was like really, I mean, a moment in hip hop history that those guys made out there.
They opened the door for the city for real.
Yeah.
They kicked the door down.
Yeah, I was a big, you know, Lil Reese fan, actually. I was really pulling for Lil Reese.
Yeah.
Lil Reese, man. And, man, it's like that guy's going through some shit, you know, definitely over the years and everything. But it's good to see him holding up and all that.
For sure. You've been through some shit.
Yeah,
I actually saw him at one of my studio sessions, like in Chicago. I have like mutual friends. He came to one of the sessions.
Do you think the Chicago rap scene has kind of died down a little bit?
Nah, it's like, as far as what died down?
Like, compared to like what it was back then.
Nah, I feel like Dirk got this shit looking good. Dirk, Polo G, we got Herb.
Polo
We got some
G
of the hardest artists
yeah.
out right now.
Yeah,
Boys
right.
got us looking real good right now.
Yeah, they putting on. They
doing it big.
I gotta stick to Michigan though, man. We really about to take off.
Y'all on a real wave right now.
Yeah. We taking off, man.
It's like the world opening up to y'all styles. Like a lot of, I actually been tapping into like the Peasy, the Babyface. Actually, just today, I'm actually finna be on a show with Vizo.
Oh, Icewear,
August
Vezo?
7th in Chicago. Open up for him.
That's
just
what's up.
Got that shit today.
That's what's up. So shows are starting to, pick up again.
He got like a club appearance at a club, popping little club in Chicago. Just got the information about that today.
That's what's up, man. That's a good.
Shout out Kels.
Yeah. I'd like to see you on the track with a couple of Detroit guys.
I just told him that. Like, I want him on the song. I just told him that. I actually got a dope song.
Yeah. They all cool as hell, man, for real.
Yeah, I get that vibe. I get that vibe about
cool
them. I get that vibe about them. Like, they seem like some smooth dudes. Like, they got the same type of, vibe I got. I even bumped into a dude before, like not actually, like I didn't speak to him, but I like saw him out, Vizo, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He seemed smooth though. He seemed like a smooth dude. I'll be looking at a lot of the shit he posts, see a lot of real shit.
What's the connection that you have with St. Louis? I feel like you shot, like, was it something going on in St. Louis, or you were chilling there or something?
Nah, I actually, shout out J-Bo. I actually did a song with J-Bo, artist from St. Louis. What's his name? I can't even think of his name off the top. Junior, Bad Business Junior.
Okay.
He J-Bo, that's his artist. We did a song in the studio in Atlanta a while ago. I actually know a lot of people in St. Louis. There's not like no major connection like that though.
Got you. Going back to Instagram a little bit, your work ethic on there, you gotta, a process you've gotten figured out, because I check my Instagram probably like 3 times a day, like really tap in. And I see you on all 3 all the time, something new.
Sure.
And it's like an everyday thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, this guy's working.
Because I feel like in my mind, it's like, if I don't push myself out to the world, who else going to do it, So I try to make sure I keep the music. Not like I'm pushing out no bullshit. So it's like, I try to make sure I keep this shit in front of people's faces. I gain new supporters that way, like, daily.
Yeah.
Especially when people like sharing the music and shit like that.
Are you hands-on with the videos that you're putting out?
As far as like me dropping them?
Well, the creative process behind them, or I'm sure you got a camera guy.
Yeah, I got the camera guy, but most of them I am. Like, I kind of like, I do,
You got that eye for it?
I don't feel like I got to, I feel like I got to make it better, because I know I got to step that's some shit I told myself. I got to step my visuals up.
Yeah.
Just to make them more worthy of watching, outside of the music. Like,
I can see that.
I
can see that. They look
like
good.
It's like a goal of mine.
Yeah.
Me personally, just because I watch other videos and take little notes that I want to do for myself.
Yeah, I see you post up a lot of stuff that I like watching too, like the older, like French Montana videos and stuff like that.
I like, before I rap, like French and Chinks.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Chinks. Like, that was really one of the artists, like, I feel like his music got me through some hard times though. Like, I like the homie. I felt like his music in my life, like, we had walked a lot of the same steps, like, in like, just from the shit he used to say. I super fuck with dude Chinks.
Yeah. I like that one, what was it, mixtape that French did with Waka Flocka. It was The Lockout. He went down to Atlanta. It was one of the earlier ones, man. It was dope.
I probably went big on it, because I wasn't really like listening. I liked the Waka just as his character as an artist, but I wasn't really big on his music.
Yeah. I mean, French guy, I respect
fuck with French though.
Because if you really look at French, right, he was one of those guys that, you know, he had the Cocaine City DVDs, right?
Mm-hmm.
He really understood being in front of the camera was the most important thing, that no matter what anybody had to say.
For sure.
You know? That's what really made him special. I'm not surprised to see, you know, the career that he's had.
Man, you know, we just got to talk about French today.
Yeah.
Like, I just actually heard some of his album, his new shit before it dropped. Shout out Shake, my man. He part of the like they all part of the same team with the XO and shit like that out here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just listening to some French tape last night, 3 a.m. We listening to French shit. Shit hard.
Wow.
Back to that old French, like new shit, like rapping. That's some shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, shoot, man. Hey, anybody want to give a shout out to real quick, man, before we wrap this
shout
all
out
up?
Everybody from my city who working, like who helping, you know, push our culture to the world. Like, shout out the Hundreds. Shout out my dogs, SMG, AMG, the whole gang, all the pirates, bro. The big one, man. That shit, though.
All the way, all the way. All right, man. Well, hey, really appreciate you coming through. What we address you as, man? We gonna say pirate. We gonna say Fly Skinz.
That's what I'm saying. Call me pirate. Like people be like pirate. But call me. My rap name is Fly Skinz.
Yeah, yeah. But cool. Hey, man. Well, hey, I really appreciate you coming by.
For sure.
And we tapped in all the way, man.
Yep.
Zip them up.